we go. Okay. Well, hello, children. I don't know my name. I haven't thought that one out yet. But hello, how are we? Do you like my hair? I just got it done last night and it just looks fabulous. I just woke up like this. This is just how I always wake up. And look at my lips. I got my lips done. So, this is Wigventures, guys. I feel like I should have some glasses. My friend Sally has lots of different glasses. So it feels like I should have glasses. So, okay, we have some people here. Hello. Just let me Okay. Hello. Okay, so who do we have? We have 7 people on. Let's go backwards. We have Debbie Sue. Hello, Debbie Sue. We have Allison. Hello, Allison. I believe Allison has a wig for us to show us. We have Rhonda. I believe Rhonda has a wig for us. Hello, Marie. Hello, Marie. Marie, I wish she had a wig, but I'm not sure if she's going to have a wig. But I think we all know Meditation Motivation with Marie. I have to say thank you very much for Meditation Motivation with Marie, because she has kept me grounded in the last 2 weeks since 75 Hard finished by doing meditations. Loved it. Who else do we have? We have Rhonda, Allison, Susan. Hello, Susan. I think Susan has to go do some farm work and she'll be back with us later. But hello, Susan. I know Susan has a wig. We know Susan has a wig. We know Susan has lots of wigs. Deb. Hello, Deb. I don't know if Deb's still there. Hello, Deb. How you going? We have Jordon. Hi. Are you on Wi-Fi? Doesn't matter. If they cut phone service for you, that'd be my guest. If they cut phone service, I just put my data on. So, guys, I wanted to play a game this morning to introduce everyone in. Now, I can only have 6 people on the screen, including myself, so 5. So, what I wanted to do was a combination of a few different things, guys. Oh, and there's Cheryl. Hello, Cheryl. How you going? Cheryl's my new friend. I know you guys know Cheryl. A lot of you guys know Cheryl, but I've only just got to know Cheryl. She loves rebounding. We love rebounding, don't we? Marie loves rebounding. I know Deb likes rebounding. Kelly, I know she likes rebounding. I don't think Kelly's here. So, guys, I really want this opportunity for this live for everyone to get to know each other, okay? A lot of people know me already, so I'm going to be more listening. I mean, of course I'll talk. I can't help myself, right? You guys know that. But I want this opportunity for you guys to get to know other people in the community, right? Because, we know each other through chat or through comments, but when we do lives together and we meet each other on screens and we get to kind of ask each other's questions, we have a little bit more fun. Okay? I guess we get to know each other a little bit more. Sometimes probably more than you need to know, but that's another story, right? So we have a few ways of doing this today, guys. We can put 5 people straight up and have a little joke and laugh, or we can put 1 people on individually. People will run for the hills. Or I just don't know how many people are there that have wigs. Actually, can we do that? Can we put our hand up? Who's got wigs? Let's go with that. If you can just say yes. I know Allison's got a wig, so we've got 1. 1 wig. 2 wigs. Come on, wiggers. 3 wigs. 4 wigs. Come on. That's 5. That's a party. Have we got 1 more wigger? I have a wig, but not ready yet. Okay, so we've only got 4 wigs. We've got 4 wigs. We're going down, we're going up. I know Karen somewhere around, she has a wig. Let me send her a message. She might have forgotten. The last message I got before I went to bed was, I have a wig. So I know she won't forget. She'll be around somewhere. I haven't got any messages. Karen, here we go. I'll come on about 25 minutes to see you. I have no idea how to get the wig on. Okay, so Karen will be here soon. She'll come on for about 25 minutes, and she's got to figure out how the wig goes. So let me find the link. Where do I do that? Present, invite. Here we go. Invite a guest. Copy. All right, guys. Question. So everyone knows that I'm using the free version, so we can only have 6 people at a time. So we need to make it fun, that we have it interactive, where we have some 6 people, maybe sometimes 2 people, sometimes one-on-one, sometimes no Dora, maybe just you guys talking. So I just want to have a little bit of interactive, okay? And we're just going to have fun with it, okay? I did have a game to play, but stuff the game. Let's just wing it, right? Because this is what the thing's called. It's called Wig It. Wing it, right? Get it? Wing it, wing it. Anyway, I just figure, right, let's just see what happens, right? I've just sent the link in the system. So if you guys want to click onto it, as I said, I can only take 5 at a time. But I really would like everyone to have a bit of individual time, one-on-one, so that, okay, Allison, let's just go, Allison. Allison's right on the stage. Oh, my God. Allison, please tell me you have some juggling.
I can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me. Can anyone hear me? Yeah, you can hear me. Oh my goodness.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hello, Rhonda. Oh my goodness, Rhonda.
Yeah, you got us Southern gals on here right now.
Okay, let me just find out how we can get the 3 of us all. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh my goodness. Well, we have, I think this is Marilyn. We have Boozo the Clown. And we have Captain Jack Sparrow. Oh my goodness. So, Rhonda, did you just have this lying around? Of course you did. Of course you did. Wow. How long is that?
We have an echo.
Okay.
Where is there an echo?
Okay, so has anyone got YouTube playing? I don't have YouTube playing on the background. Let me just make sure I haven't.
No.
No. Is it coming from me?
Is it coming from me?
I can't hear any echo. Guys in the chat, can you hear an echo?
I can't hear an echo.
It's gone.
Okay, we're good. Well, hello, guys. Welcome to Wigventure. This is awesome.
Hello.
Allison, where did you get this wig from?
Well, I'm going to have to come down to your beauty school. And you know how I asked you if you would show me how to cut my own hair?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I think I got a problem, and this is just hiding my problem. I went all out yesterday and last night, and I got a problem.
Well, we need to call the hair Buddha. Oh,
I tried cutting my own hair.
oh, we need to call the hair Buddha.
The hair Buddha. Jordon!
Oh, my God.
There he is.
Oh,
Jordon.
Jordon. You've never seen hair Buddha?
Okay. Is that a mop on your head or a wig?
No, this is my hair. This is my actual natural hair. It's just dyed a little bit.
Mine too.
Of course. Wait on, Allison, you got a new wig.
No,
Wow.
this is my hair. I took my wig off.
What did you do to your hair?
I told Rhonda that I needed to learn how to cut my own hair. And then she said, well, girl, you're going to have to come up and buy me. And I didn't have time to do that yesterday. So I just showed up and I looked on YouTube, and there's so many gurus cutting hair. So I put my head down and I did this and I did this and I did this. And I got myself in a little bit of trouble.
Well, actually, turn it sideways for a second, Allison. It actually, do this, push it up a little bit. I reckon if you put a little hair, push it. Actually, it's quite funky.
I think it added a few years to my already aged body. Actually, I'm the flat hair of you.
Well, yes, yeah, the flat hair of me. Yeah.
Yeah, we got the glasses, and you got the wiggy out white hair, and I've got the flat white hair.
No, guys, this is blonde. I'm platinum blonde.
So am I.
Okay, put your wig on. We need the wigs. We need the wigs. So Jordon, amazing that you can make it, because I thought you weren't making it, then you were making it, then it's like a takeaway. You're like, I'm coming, I'm not coming, and you're coming. Excellent. So guys, I don't know. Sorry?
Where are you from, Jordon?
It's more the difficulty of finding a wig.
Oh, okay, right.
I'm
okay,
from
so guys, a lot of people don't know everyone in the chat. And I think this is a good opportunity to everyone to meet a few different people. Now, Jordon is, well, he used to be Homestead Made Easy. So a lot of people might know him as Homestead Made Easy, because if he takes his wig off, he might be more recognizable. But that'll take away the fun, right? So Jordon is from Florida. But actually, how about let Jordon introduce himself. Let's do that. I'll shut up.
So I'm Jordon. I'm 40 years old. I'm currently living in Florida, although I'm planning on doing some traveling over the next couple of years. So I'm going to be moving away from Florida. And I'm not always from Florida. I was born in Indiana, but I've always lived in the United States.
Gary, Indiana. Sorry.
I avoid that place.
Yeah. East Chicago. Stay away from there too.
So Jordon used to be a content creator. At the moment, you're not a content creator, are you? You're just a watcher. He's a stalker. He stalks into the back ends of lives and says hello, adds his input, and then walks away. He's a good guy. And we're excited to see him where he ends up next year. I think 2026 is going to be an exciting year for Jordon. Who knows where he'll land? I know the last time I talked to you, you were thinking about South America, right?
Yeah, I'm going to be going to Uganda in January. Is the plan. I'm going to be in the Reservoir Mountains.
Wow. And you're doing woofers, right? Do you want to explain what woofers are, if I'm saying that right?
Yeah. So it's worldwide opportunities on organic farms. And it's an opportunity that allows me to go and I volunteer to work on someone's farm, and they provide me a place to stay and food to eat. And I get to go to visit whatever country I want to. And
that's like Israel. They live on kibbutzes. And my daughter went during the summer to live on a kibbutz.
Oh, really? Wow. Mm-hmm. That's exciting.
Yeah.
So
Jordon, what's on your I hate to say your list of what's your top place that you haven't been to that you want to go to?
So I haven't really traveled very much. I've been to Iraq and Afghanistan, and that's all the quote unquote like foreign traveling I've done. So I want to go to Southeast Asia. I want to go to like South Korea. I want to go to Cambodia, Thailand, and a lot of those type of places. I'm also looking forward to going to Africa. I'm trying to see if I can make Kenya work, as well as Uganda. And then maybe in the future, I want to go to South America. I've been working on my Spanish, and I really want to be more fluent in Spanish before I go to South America.
And I suggest you don't wear that wig. I don't know. You and Rhonda are kind of vibing together.
I know. It's very much a piratey vibe. All you just need is a little patch. And
band.
So guys, how about, I know there's a few people else in the chat. I know we've got Karen in the chat now, and I know Karen has a wig. She just specifically bought a wig for this live, so this is very exciting. We're going to see Karen without a bun, or maybe she will have a bun with a wig.
Maybe she's just letting her hair down and that's going to be her wig.
Maybe. All interesting. So guys, how about we stay with Jordon? Jordon, would you like to tell us one of your adventure stories? It could be local. It doesn't have to be international. It could be just, in your local area.
Ooh, it's a hard one to start on and then figure out what I'm going to say. So
Wig it.
I think my first true adventure that I ever did was I joined the military when I was 21. But while I was going through training, I was given the opportunity to do the Bataan Memorial Death March.
Wow.
It's a marathon in White Sands Missile Range.
Yeah.
And I did it in the military category. So I carried a 40-pound rucksack and wore my uniform to do it.
Wow. Thanks for your service.
Thanks. The really fun and interesting parts was mostly the training up for getting ready to do this marathon. I had one of our drill sergeants kind of took the lead, and he would take us on ruck marches. We actually went up and down different mountains in Huachuca, Arizona. That's where we trained to go do the baton, because when you go to White Sands Missile Range, one of the very first parts of the marathon is going up the first hill, and I can't remember if it's called the tough one or something. It's one of those names where it's it sounds really scary because you're basically climbing for 2 miles and you're just going up a really, really steep incline on the very beginning part of the marathon.
Wow.
And I was able to do it. I finished, I think, around 7 hours and 30 minutes.
Wow.
And I placed around 111th place. It was a great time. It was a great experience. It was something that, I trained for. I got injured when I was training, but I recovered and I was able to go out and do it. And it was a great experience altogether. I had a lot of friends to help encourage me, and it was fun.
Wow. Would you do that again, Jordon?
That one, no.
No. Okay.
It was really, really rough. I want to do a marathon. I want to do an Ironman, but carrying the 40-pound rucksack and going through the sand and stuff like that was just really, really difficult. And I don't think my body could handle it at this point in my life.
Wow. So is that a yearly thing that people do, or?
Yes, it goes on, I believe, in March timeframe. And it's a marathon. I think it actually will qualify you to do the Boston Marathon. It's one of the ones that if you get a good enough time on it, that you get invited to go to the Boston Marathon.
Wow. Okay. So has anyone in the chat or online heard of that challenge before? You have, Allison. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. Do they televise it on TV?
I haven't seen it on TV. I've just heard about it.
Okay. Wow. It sounds really hardcore, Jordon. Wow. Especially carrying a 40-pound rucksack at the same time. That's wow. And in your outfit and in March. So that's kind of coming into summer. So it's hot, or kind of not really?
It's a really, really good time of the year. So the history behind the baton was, I think, World War II era. I could be wrong on this. My history is terrible. But I believe Japanese soldiers got not really slaves, but I can't really think of, captive people, and they marched them 100 miles, and they would march people until they die, and then they just leave them on the side of the road and just keep on going, and that's why it's called the Death March, because so many people died doing that. The marathon is only 26.2 miles, but it's in a really harder area to be in because it's in the desert. it's not really hot, but it's not. I don't know. Like, I don't know if there is like an ideal weather for doing a marathon.
No. What state is it in, Jordon?
It's in New Mexico.
Ah, okay.
The
That's
state
warmer
of-
down there, even, isn't it?
It can be.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Wow. Okay, I've never heard of that. And obviously, like Susan said, High Country Homestead, like, haven't heard of that because obviously in Australia, yeah, that's we don't have anything like that. But wow, that sounds hardcore. I'm gonna check that out when I get off this live. That sounds really interesting. But yeah, so how old were you when you actually did that, Jordon?
I think I was 21 years old
Wow.
when I did that.
Wow. Wow. Okay, that's a good adventure story with your Wigventure story to start with, guys. I don't know. I don't know if anyone can top that. But the point is not topping that, guys. It's just having a bit of fun, wearing a wig. But that's an awesome story, Jordon. Yeah,
Thank you.
I didn't know that about you, and that kind of shows a little bit more about your personality. So, the more times we do this and have chats with people on lives, the more we get to know each other.
This is my wig. I have real hair under here.
So Karen, look at Allison's hair.
It's a wig.
Is it?
It's a wig. I was teasing you guys.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, I was thinking to myself, it looks very square.
That's because I have a Karen bun going on up here.
Oh, right. Okay, right. Well, I don't know. Okay, right. Well, okay, you got me. Okay. Well, that was awesome, Jordon. So, Jordon, I don't know, have you met Rhonda before?
I don't think so.
Out on the desert, maybe.
So how about, Rhonda, you introduce yourself to Jordon and the chat?
Well, I'm Rhonda. I have a channel called Entreaty by Rhonda Hensley. It's about personal development, self-improvement, that type of thing. And I do like to have fun and joke around. So Dora and I kind of were talking about this, and I didn't get to do it last week. And so
this is right up your alley.
it really is. A lot of people say on my channel, I seem so serious and all of that. But in my lives, more of my personality comes out, that I'm they call me sassy. I have a sassy side. And this is a wig that we got. My son was in when he was in high school, when he was a senior, they have what they call Howdy, and everyone does skits and stuff. And he was Boy George, and we bought this wig, and it was straight and over here, and I ragged it out and everything. And so, of course, it went up in the Halloween box. It was in the attic, and I got it down one year looking for a Halloween costume to wear to work, and it had fuzzed up. And so I used it in my costume, and I became Polly Prozac. Yeah.
But I'm seeing the Boy George look now. Like, I'm thinking first Jack.
It was straight, or it was, smooth, but because it's not real hair, the heat fuzzed it up. But I think it's kind of cute.
I like it. It looks great.
But
I reckon you should do a regular on your channel. You could go ask Boy George. Ask I don't know. You just make a fun segment on your channel.
Ask Cher.
Ask Cher.
Yeah. Polly Prozac. That's
Polly Prozac.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was a Halloween costume. I actually won a Halloween contest as Polly Prozac because I have on it's an orange scrub top, and on the back it says Bellevue Psychiatric Ward. And I have a little thing that has a bottle on, and it says Prozac. It's got little pills in it.
Oh, wow. That's gold.
I do the shuffle.
That looks really good. And your channel is very, the subjects you talk about are serious subjects, but at the same time, life ups and downs, and it's fun. It's, we can cry the next minute, and, so I reckon this is great to get to know more of your personality.
Well,
it's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I started mentioning the wigs, I was like, okay, Rhonda, wheel her in. She's loving this.
You'd think I would have a whole passel of wigs, but
you don't.
I talked about the green one, and it's I don't know. I tried it on earlier, and it was like, I said, I wonder if I can find my Polly Prozac wig. have a short wig somewhere.
No,
But
this is perfect.
being a cosmetologist, a licensed hairdresser for 53 years, you'd think and I do have some fake hair, but it's not all wigs. It's clip-on stuff. And so who knows? I have a yellow clown wig somewhere. But as far as a bunch of different wigs, I don't, like natural type hair wigs.
Do you think you might buy some more now after this?
I might. I can get wigs wholesale. Just
okay.
order them on, for like $10, I can order a wig.
I'm coming by you, girlfriend.
Wow.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
And Rhonda, you're in Texas, right?
That's right.
Okay.
North
So we've
Central
got
Texas.
Central Texas. How far are you from Allison in Dallas?
About 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Okay. And Jordon, whereabouts are you in Florida?
I'm on the West Coast, kind of like halfway between like where I'm near Orlando.
Okay. All right.
So it's kind of towards the middle.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, Rhonda, do you have some kind of funny story to tell us? Adventure story, local, international? Who knows what comes out of?
As you know, I lived in Saudi Arabia for a while, and I'd never flown. 37 years old. I've never flown or anything. I'd only lived in this area. I was born and raised in Oklahoma, and I've lived in Arkansas and Texas. And I've never flown, never been much out of that area, Colorado, Kansas, Missouri. But I got on a plane in Dallas, Texas, flew to Frankfurt, Germany, and from Frankfurt, Germany, flew south into Saudi Arabia. And it was quite the experience to have never flown, never been much out of that area. And it was really very surreal to me. And I can remember, you have a mindset about Saudi that it's not real modern, but they're not westernized. They're very modern. Most of Saudi's been built from the 70s on. And I can remember our host took us to town, was going to take, I wanted to go see what, they said, there's a mall here. And I thought, I want to go to the mall, so they took us out, and I can remember driving, and it's the strangest thing. The most dangerous thing I did while I was there was get in a car and ride. Mm-hmm. And we are going down these, there are 5 lanes on both sides, huge highway with skyscrapers and all this modern stuff. And I'm like, I got the rubberneck going on in the back seat, and this Mercedes passed us. They have a lot of Mercedes limousines, but in this one, the back seat was full of sheep. And I'm just looking like what in the world? They're hauling sheep in the back seat of a Mercedes Benz. What is going on here? It
was a brand new Mercedes Benz.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the white Toyota truck would pass us, and they had 2 camels in the back, One camel was this way and one camel was
that would crack me up if I was ever on the street and I saw a camel.
And it was so surreal. And of course we went to this mall, and it was this big glass mall, and it wasn't anything like what I thought Saudi Arabia would be. And I had, when I came back, people would ask me, did y'all have running water there? I go, yeah, somehow they got water in that Olympic-sized swimming pool on the compound. And I lived on a compound that had a wall around it with gate and guards and all of that. And inside that compound was like you were warped back into another time zone. It's like living like it used to be when I was a girl, where you just left your bicycles in the yard and your kids played and went everywhere. And because there's no crime over there, hardly any. And but it was really a very surreal thing. And you would see, women riding in the back of those trucks,
next to the sheep.
Yeah. I mean, we called them ninjas because they were totally shrouded in black, and you would see, they're in the and they were all Toyota double cabbed or whatever, so we called them six packs, and they would have the women sitting in the back shrouded in all the black and all the men riding in the front, and just weird stuff that was so strange, and I lived over there. I had a 3-bedroom villa is what it was called, and it had maids quarters, and I had a bidet in both of the main bathrooms and a marble porch, and I mean, it was like country club living in Saudi Arabia. It was pretty cool when I lived there, and I have bunch of stories. That's just my first impression was seeing those sheep in a Mercedes Benz. I was like, oh my gosh. and then when I came back, I had a friend that got married in West Palm Beach, and she took me down to in Palm Beach where all the ritzy stuff was. I wasn't impressed. Because I'd seen a Mercedes limousine. She was showing me, Lincoln limousines. I'd seen a Mercedes that was a limousine,
Yeah, right.
The Prince had a red Mercedes limousine. And of course, since most of the vehicles are white, red was quite it just stood out. You knew it was the Prince,
Wow. How often did you see that driving past?
Yeah, they're just driving around, and every once in a while you would see, the Lamborghinis, and we went to a Lamborghini dealership, and they had all these fancy cars, and it was like, like here you go down to the Ford dealership, it was like that, but there were Lamborghinis and Alfa Romeos, just all those big old fancy cars, because Saudi Arabia has a lot of money.
Yeah.
24 karat gold plated knobs on the doors where we went shopping. All the floors were marble. Everything was, there's just money.
Wow.
Everywhere. So Palm Beach was nothing after what I'd seen. It was like, wow. She said, "You're not impressed?" I said, "No."
Wow.
I'm not. I'm sorry. Yeah, because you can't imagine the amount of money that they have there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's a really interesting story, Rhonda. Now, people in the chat and people backstage, it doesn't have to be an international one. It can be just a local one. I've got a local story today, guys. So, guys, that we've met Jordon, we've met Rhonda. Now, we do have 2 more people backstage.
Let them in.
So let's let in the next one, and then we'll go Allison next to introduce herself, but we've got to, give people another.
Right.
There we go. We've got another one, and there we go. There we go. Who else do we have on the stage?
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my God. Look, we've got 2 twins. Okay, Karen, we can't hear you, Karen.
Can't hear you, Karen.
No sound.
Can you guys hear me?
I can hear Heather. Look at Heather.
Hi, Heather.
Good.
You look like Halloween thing because it's dark behind
I
you.
know. I'm in the car because I still have one kid awake and I don't want to him interrupting.
That's dedication, Heather. That's dedication. Heather's in the car in Ireland. Wow.
Yeah.
Show us your hair.
But this is my Daenerys Stormborn, Mother of Dragons look going on here. Or it was anyways for a Halloween costume one year. So yeah.
Wow. And we've got Karen with look at your wig. Okay.
We can't
Karen,
hear you.
I try.
Karen, we can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
Okay, wait up. She's doing a bit of sign language here.
I think she's gonna put it in a microphone or in a headset.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make mine full screen, but I can't seem to do it.
There you go. Look, you look like a little girl, Heather. Look at you.
That's funny.
Rapunzel.
Yeah, Rapunzel. Actually, my son said I looked like Elsa when I tried on the wig earlier. So that
Oh,
was
that's
funny. I was
cute.
like, oh, I could do an Elsa braid. Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. Well, thanks for joining us, Heather. I can't believe you're sitting in the car so that you don't wake the boys up.
Yeah.
'Cause what time is it at home in Ireland at the moment?
What time is it? It's almost 9 p.m. Almost 9 p.m.
Wow. Okay. And Karen, can we hear you yet?
She said, hold
Allison.
on a minute.
But isn't this interesting being able to see Karen without the wig, not talking?
I know.
Wow, look at this.
She can hear us, obviously.
Can you imagine Karen blonde?
Let's
Actually, we've
make
got 3
Karen up a
blondes.
name.
We've only got 4 blondes on the screen at the moment. 4
What do we-
blondes.
Who does Karen look like?
I'm actually going like the Dalmatian lady. You know the Dalmatian?
Oh, Cruella DeVille.
Yes, yes. Yeah, oh, definitely, definitely. And Heather looks like definitely
Rapunzel.
Disney princess. Disney
Mhm.
princess vibes.
Yeah.
So,
Braids.
so next is Allison to tell us about herself. But does everyone know Heather? Has everyone met Heather before in the chat? Jordon, do you know Heather?
We've just chatted in the chat, but that was it.
Yeah.
Rhonda, you probably do you know Heather? And Heather, you know Karen, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, Allison, if you don't mind, can we let Heather go first? Just because
Sure.
I know she's got a child in the background, so
Sure.
if the child comes, she'll have to run away very quickly. So, and I know
Hopefully he
Heather-
doesn't come to the car, but yeah.
Okay, well, just in
No.
case. So
Yeah.
how about Heather? You introduce yourself, introduce your channel.
Yeah, sounds good.
no,
So,
okay.
yeah, I'm Heather. I am a Canadian currently living in Ireland, and my family and I moved here it'll be 2 years in May, actually. And we since we've been here, we've been kind of exploring the Irish countryside. And that's kind of what my YouTube channel is about, exploring the countryside and growing our own food as well. We're trying to build our try-and homestead and grow our own food and live self-sufficiently. So, or attempt to anyways, as much as we can. So that's, kind of what the channel is about. And my interesting story with the wig. No interesting story with the wig, but I have a fun kind of travel story. Well, actually, I have a few travel stories. I'll tell you one about when Doris heard a little bit about it. I was in Oman, actually, visiting some friends who were expats there at the time. And while I was there, I rented a vehicle and I wanted to tour around the countryside. So it was nice having the home base of them that I could go visit and go see them. But I wanted to explore a little bit. They were working. So during the week, I drove around and they told me to go check out this goat market. So in the middle of the countryside, there's this like goat market or it's like a small town market, and there's people selling chickens and people selling pigs and people selling all sorts of things. And the goats were the big show of everything. And so my friends had warned me, they said, make sure you don't make any gestures or anything like you're going to buy something. Just keep your hands in your pockets. And I didn't. And so the market started anyways, and they parade the goats around in a circle, and you could see people bidding on goats and stuff. And I couldn't understand anything, and all of the language barrier differences. But people bidding on goats and going around. So I made sure I kept my hands in my pockets to make sure that I wasn't going to accidentally. We were like, hey, I want a goat over here. Send me a goat and I'll buy one. And so, yeah, it was a fun, different experience from what I'm used to. And you could see there were a few other tourists who had known about this goat market as well. They were there watching as well. And yeah, just everyone out there, the locals buying goats for the day. So something different.
Yeah, you don't want to get an itchy nose, do you? Like,
Yeah, exactly. You
yeah,
don't want to
yeah,
accidentally wave
yeah,
them off
yeah,
or something, or
yeah, yeah, some
rug,
flies
or
or mosquitoes or something.
yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Wow, that's interesting story. So,
yeah.
Heather, one question. If you bought the goat by accident, could you put it in your Mercedes in the back like Rhonda?
Probably. Yeah.
Because Omar's like they're quite wealthy and influential over there too, haven't they?
Yeah.
There's lots of big cars and stuff around, isn't there?
There is, yeah. There's two sides. There's the poverty side as well, and then there's the wealthy side. So you see the two extremes. And
Right.
so there would be people with lots of goats in the back of their car, I'm sure, driving home after the goat mart.
Wow, that's very interesting. So, guys, I know a lot of people in the chat. If you don't know Rhonda, or if you don't know Heather, check out their channel name. So, Heather's Backyard is her channel name, and exactly like Rhonda, Rhonda's is exactly like Rhonda's name. Jordon is not a content creator, so you don't need to look him up. Though, Jordon, are you open to have people subscribe to your channel because one day you might decide to create a game, or
I mean, I
not
probably
interested?
won't be a content creator. Like, I didn't really enjoy it, but
Okay.
you can subscribe. I might post something from time to time.
Okay, cool. All right.
Have
We
you-
do have
have you-
Heather. We do have Karen. Karen's got a voice.
Yes, I was just saying, Jordan. So have you posted on social media before? Is that why you're saying you didn't enjoy being a creator?
Yeah, I used to have a Facebook. I used to have an Instagram. I haven't had a Facebook in a couple years. Haven't had an Instagram in many years. I don't do Twitter, X. I had a YouTube channel for a little under a year, and I did just like some introduction type content creation. I did some vlogging, and I was wanting to do like homestead content because that's what I'm interested in. But making videos and just putting myself out there on the internet is just not for me.
You look far too wise to be into social media.
Thanks. It's the hair.
You know what? I think you're a bit of an old soul.
He's an interesting
love
soul.
it.
He's an interesting soul. So, Karen, I actually met Jordon through the 30-day challenge. So he actually he was the one that started the 30-day challenge that I met him through. And Doran was involved in that. There's a whole lot of people that was involved in Jordon's 30-day challenge.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's
So
his fault that I really kind of got into it.
you did the 30-day sprint, like putting videos up every day, Jordan, did you?
Yes. And
yeah,
honestly,
that'll
like,
put you off. That'll put you off for sure.
Yeah.
well, I think that's what anyone who plans on getting into content creation really should start with that. I think like I learned so much about recording, being able to talk on a camera,
Yeah.
and everything from doing it every day for 30 days.
Definitely. And then what, you hated it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It
enough.
does feel like that.
So how about we go to Allison, because I know Allison's been very, very patiently there waiting, and she's been very excited about wearing the wig. Last week she was running around her booth trying to find a wig, and then she's like, "Oh no, I'll get in trouble, so I can't do that." So she's like, all week, when is it? Where is it? Have I missed it? I've got to rush home. Oh my God, I've got to find a wig.
I know. I was at an estate sale. I had to get back to an estate sale. I left something there yesterday, so I was running.
Okay. All right. Well,
you look
made it.
super
I'm glad
cute. You
made
look
it.
super cute, Allison. In that one.
Thanks. So let's see.
Let's introduce your channel first, because not everyone might know you.
Okay. Allison's Life After 50, and I pretty much I'm just kind of doing my life. Just things come up and I'd like to make a video about it, kind of for family preservation. I interviewed my mom on there. I got to do that again because that was fun. But I just really want a family legacy at this point. And I am into antiquing. I have an antique booth. And so I've been doing a lot of those kind of shop with me hauls with the antiques, going to estate sales. And I I have a lot of funny stories, but I'll stick to this one because I've done for 3 years, not in a row, but 3 years I've done the Dora, the walk out of the darkness, and it's for suicide awareness prevention. And it was in Dallas for 2 years. And my daughter went to school at SMU in Dallas. And so we would walk. It was all night. We'd go sundown to sunset, sunset to sunrise, and we'd be walking. And I think it was like 18 miles or 19 miles, something like that. And the halfway point was at her university. So she would meet me for my dinner break because they would give us a box meal at the partway point. And I was walking by myself that year. And, when you're in these big groups doing these walks, people spread out and they go, bigger, smaller. You're with people, then you're not with people. And I found myself walking at a pace that I kind of lost people, and I was doing it on my own anyways. And some guy pulls up in a limousine. He goes, "Hey, you need anything?" And I'm like, "Do I look like a street walker, for God's sakes? I'm sweating. It's 100 degrees here." I'm like, "Really? Do you really think you're going to get me near that car?" So I'm
You weren't
calling my
tempted even a
husband.
little bit?
I called my husband and I'm like, "Some guy's trying to pick me up in an alley in Dallas." He's like, "Oh no." So he met me down for the final. They greeted me at the end. My whole family did, with signs and all that. So the years that I've done it in Dallas, then my daughter joined me. Her and a friend joined me 1 year in Dallas. And I always came out in the top 25. It was no race. It really was just about doing it. But I still got in. It was still dark out, but it was beautiful. But when we went the girls had the wise idea of, let's go to San Francisco to do it. I'm thinking, this is great. Sure, I've never been. I didn't think about the hills in San Francisco, and I didn't do a lot of training for the first 2 that I did. So I really didn't think I needed too much training. And going up those hills, it was breathtaking view, and breathtaking because I couldn't breathe. And so towards the end of that walk, there was a bunch of guys that were obviously drunk. They had stopped at a liquor store or convenience store on our walk, because you're walking through town and up the hills, and you're going all over. And they're like, "Come on, mama, we got you. And they're dragging me. And then they're trying to pick me up. And I'm like, no. I know I could be your mom. And my daughter and her friend are like, "No, we don't know her." And they just kept on walking. It was so hard to do all those hills. I mean, for me, I didn't train. I was stupid. And I had my weight loss surgery revision close to that time. So my stomach wasn't fully ready for food, kind of. So I was having all kinds of digestive, like keeping liquid in was hard. I couldn't drink or eat much, but it was funny getting picked up in the streets of Dallas, and then having the drunk people carry me to the end.
I'm going to ask Allison, what were you wearing?
Oh, I just had the shirt on, the overnight shirt, the walker's shirt.
Okay, so you weren't wearing anything suggestive to make someone think.
Oh, hell no. No. That was not me.
Yeah, you weren't obviously soliciting.
No, I was definitely not soliciting. And yeah, I don't even know what came across, unless he was going to try to traffic me, but he'd lose money on that one. I mean, honestly.
I don't know. You'd have some organs.
Well, yeah, I guess so. But, it was just, it was a lot of fun. I met a lot of people. And at the end of our walk, because it's before we went on the walk, they had us decorate bags for the reason we were walking for. So if it was a loved one, or if it was just for charity, or if it was for fun, whatever. And unfortunately, I've had a couple people in my life pass. So I had done the bag. and they did luminarias around this pond. And so when we got across the finish line, it was just, everybody started crying because all these lights are lit up and it's with, everybody's loved ones and such. And then people would take their dinner or breakfast. At that point it was breakfast, but it was still dark out and we'd go sit near our bags. So it was an awesome experience.
Do you still do that walk?
It has not been in Dallas the last few years, and I'm not going to go to San Francisco. And with my Parkinson's, my goal is to do a 5K at this point. Like, I just want to be able to get a few miles under my belt, like hiking miles. I get 6 miles when I walk at work, but that's, stopping and going and sitting and standing, and it's just my time at work. So I want to be able to get up to that point where I don't worry about my cane.
Right.
And how far is the walk originally?
I want to say my last mile marker picture was 18 or 20.
Oh, wow.
So, and when I drive by the city and I look at one end where we had started, when you're on the highway, you can kind of see the whole skyline. And I think, God, I walked from that end all the way over there. Like, how did I do that? But it's pretty cool. It's a great experience.
Wow. That I reckon, Allison, like you told me that story a few times, and not in that detail, but like that's amazing that you've done that quite a few times. And I'd love to see you do that again. I'd love to do that with you.
Yeah. We have to find a location that they do it. They do they do regular walks in many cities, but they only do once a year. They'll do Out of the Darkness.
Okay.
Where it's an overnight.
Yeah, right. Wow.
That's
That's amazing feat to do that.
It's beautiful to do it, like,
yeah,
especially in Texas where it's so hot during the day.
Yeah. Makes sense, doesn't it, to walk at nighttime? Yeah.
So,
but just just the whole idea of it, and when you finish, and that sounds really nice. Yeah.
So
it's a beautiful thing to do for people we've lost too, right?
Yeah.
Nice tribute. Yeah. Well, thank you, Allison. Now we have Karen, who has now got volume. Welcome to the live. Look at this hair.
I know. You know what? I don't even know why I picked this hair. Because I can't stand hair around my face. Like, that's just like, I've been like.
You just want to put it in a bun, don't you?
Just get it away. I know, like, literally, even if I'm on my pillow, I can feel a tickly hair. I'm kind of going, you know what I mean? At night, trying to like get it. It's probably on my pillow or something. I probably need to, so I just don't like tickly things on my face. So funny. But it was a very quick snap decision because the shop was closing as I arrived at it. So you can tell how enthusiastic I was about running out looking for a wig.
If you ran out to get it, you were.
Yeah, that's right.
I literally ran out and knowing that the shop was going to be open for 5 minutes. Okay. I just literally like looked, and I picked one that I thought, oh, that looks quite fun.
I have to just tell you really quick. Sorry, Karen, but I found my wig when I was doing my mom's estate sale. It was brand new in the bag. And I'm like, wow. Mom, what were you trying to pass off? So if she watches this, she's going to say, that's where my wig went.
Honestly, I think it's quite cute, like just that little cute page boy sort of cut for you, especially with your shirt on. Yeah,
you made it look more puffy. It'll look really jazzy.
Yeah,
I reckon it actually really cool. I can actually imagine you with that head of hairdo.
I've done it before.
Looks all foppish and cute. Well, what about you, Dora? Like, you would definitely be getting, cars like cruising slowly down past you on one of your many walks looking like that.
How do you think I pay for my holidays?
Well, exactly.
That's where the extra hours are coming in.
It wasn't buy me a coffee. So cute, but I just love the whole kind of caricature, like the exaggerated look of it. It's good.
Yeah, no. I borrowed this off a friend, and I do have an itchy head as usual.
It's a great one.
I borrowed it off a friend. I love it. I was looking. I swear my friend had a red, long, kind of curly wig, red. But I couldn't find it. So this is where I'm at. This is my Marilyn look.
It's so good. It's so good because it's not trying hard to look exactly, you know what I mean? It's really like it's her bed head. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah. I think I could go down the street in this. Actually, maybe that could be a really cool adventure, guys. That everyone that comes on today actually has to wear this outfit out today or tomorrow.
Yeah.
And you have to film and then send it to me. Wouldn't that be hilarious? Oh my gosh, who's in for that?
Jordon.
Put it up.
Jordon thinks he might get beaten up.
Mine's like a Halloween wig. It's Sally's, like Jack and Sally.
I don't know Jack and Sally.
No.
Are you going to show us Jack and Sally?
Yeah, what is Jack and
Like
Sally?
Nightmare Before Christmas?
Oh, maybe you want to do a share screen and show us or bring it up on your phone.
I don't know. Is that some kind of Halloween-y kind of?
Yeah. So it's from Nightmare Before Christmas. It's a cartoon.
Heavy
that came
knows
out,
it.
I think like 93.
Okay.
The musical of it by I can't think of who does the music for it, but that's probably the more popular part of it. And then I think in America there's a whole bunch of Jack Skellington like memorabilia and stuff. Sally is like a doll that's kind of like pieced together or sewn together. That's why the hair kind of does look like a mop.
Oh, okay. Yep. Okay. I think I remember. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay.
I thought you were looking like Jesus's disciples or something.
Well, funnily enough, I reckon, Jordon, you should show us your hair because I don't think a lot of people don't know what your real hair looks like. Go on.
I have long hair too.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
You're a Karen bun.
Yeah. You actually, Jordon did do a Karen bun for me. I just haven't shared it yet. It's on my next video that I'm about to put up. So the Karen bun continues, guys. The Karen bun continues.
I know if you do hashtag Karen bun, it's under 100, but it's still there.
There we go. The Jack and Sally. Jack and Sally, is it?
Yeah.
Right. So, Karen, you need to introduce your channel. Because not everyone might not know who Karen is. I think everyone does, but maybe everyone doesn't. Someone might in the chat might not know.
Yeah.
Or someone watching a replay. So let's introduce who's Karen.
All right.
Even though it's not Karen Bun there. But anyway, who is Karen Bun? Introduce your channel.
Yes. My YouTube channel is at YouTube over 40. And I don't I don't try and like be any kind of YouTube expert or anything like that. My channel is more about encouraging people just to start. And, you know, in terms of like growth, I'll do like YouTube updates, things like that. And just things that like might help super beginners, like some basic Canva tutorials. I'm going to be doing a bit more tech, like how to use your tech, a little bit of editing stuff, a little bit about camera confidence and camera presence. So yeah, that's my channel. But I do not go out of my lane and I don't try. I'm not one of these like, you know, I've just got like a couple of subscribers and I'm talking about going viral and stuff like that. I think that's a little bit cringy, you know what I mean? When like new channels sort of do that. So I steer away from that.
Okay. Well, I mean, obviously Karen's another big instigator in doing lives. She was I reckon you're probably one of the first instigators in the community that was doing like, you know, having a few people on the screen and doing panels. So we can blame Karen for a lot of lives that we all do.
Yeah, but I mean, but you're you know, you're the one that's like super brave. You're doing all your individual ones, like on all of your travels and all of your challenges and things like that you do. So, you know, you're very big in that space. You know what I mean? Like you're very inspirational about like doing it on your own. I don't tend to do them on my own, but you do.
I reckon you could do them on your own, Karen.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, anyone can do them on their own. Anyone can do them on their own. Yeah. I just find them quite fun doing them with people.
Yeah,
so I just really look forward to that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, I'm really glad that you decided to come and join the Wigventures with us. And you know, we were all saying through the week, wouldn't it be interesting to see Karen without the wig? Well, without the bun. Sorry, the bun.
Yeah,
Because everyone
yeah.
knows she's got a
Yeah,
bun.
you
on her
didn't
head.
even
That's
have
weird.
to really buy a wig. You could have put your hair down and said that was your wig.
That's
Yeah.
it. This is it. Yep.
Marie's got here. Karen was the first. Oh, Karen was the first to do the lives. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. So, Karen, do you have a local travel story, an international travel story that you would like, adventure story that you'd like to share? I mean, I know one that you've done, but let's see if you share it.
Oh God. Local adventure travel story.
Oh, it can be international. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Anything you want.
Yeah.
Could be going down to the shop. You had a good adventure. Tripped over a dog.
I know that I don't love my job. I do. I'm very lucky that I live close. Like I live like 1.5 songs on Spotify away from my job.
Really?
Or like a little bit of a YouTube. Yeah, I do. I live super close to my job. But I just, I don't know. Like it's just not my favorite time of the day. But yeah, I try and think of something good to do. But anyway, I did go and see Allison in Dallas, and we went to Vid Summit because, oh my God, guys.
So everyone, Karen is from New Zealand, guys. So Karen just up and running over to Dallas was quite a big thing, right?
Yeah.
So we were all like, what? Karen's in Dallas?
Yeah. Yes. And I was hanging out with Rhonda and hanging out with Evie from Evie's Eden. And yeah, it was so nice. It was so nice. We had an absolute ball, and we're going to do it all again next year. Hey, Allison.
Oh, so it's on next year again?
Yeah.
It's on next year. Yeah.
Hello, get your room reservation. Get
your room reservation.
Right.
Yep.
So everyone, Allison in Dallas has is it 5-bedroom house or 4-bedroom?
The den
18.
downstairs is 6.
18 bedrooms. So there's lots
You need
of
a map. You literally need a map to get
You
around
do
her house. I was telling my husband actually about her house, and I said, to be honest, I don't even think I can remember how many bedrooms it was. Like, there's just lots of rooms everywhere, and just everything.
Was back home, so it was built. We were the first people to live in it, but it was built. People had already picked everything out, and they had made what would be the den, like a mother-in-law suite. So they made a bathroom across the hall from it, and a door. They like put the doors in instead of just an open way, and so they added that bedroom downstairs. So there's 2 bedrooms down and 4 up.
Right. Wow.
And my kids are all gone, so I've got beds.
Okay, so we've got a Karen room set up.
Yep.
Her room is still waiting for her.
Okay, right. And there's a room saved for me one day. I'll definitely come visit, Allison.
Okay.
Definitely. It's always nice to have a free place to stay.
Always available.
Yep. Excellent. Right. Wow. So that's Karen. I think that's an amazing story that you literally went, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to go. And Allison, you didn't go because Allison lived there. You were going because you were going to Vid Summit, right?
I was.
Yeah.
But then because I knew Allison lived in Texas, during the week I'm going to, where are you? Are you Dallas? Are you Austin? But then Allison's like just too busy running around lifing and everything, so she's not hanging out on the WhatsApp. But and it was amazing because I got to meet Rhonda and Evie like in real life. But we've done, I don't know, I want to say 30, 40 hours plus, like on group live streams. Just we were hanging out a lot, and we've been emailing a lot. So it really felt just really, really natural. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like
it was so, yeah. I mean, people did think somebody was going to get shot when she came out of the door, and I screamed.
Yeah, I know.
She came out of the door, at the airport.
Oh,
and I go,
I know. Do you know what? There's nothing like doing 4 flights. Something just told me, I thought, you know what? I'm actually going to go take a minute to freshen up with all my little bottles and like brush my hair or do whatever and brush my teeth and things. I just thought, I just don't know. Like Allison might have the camera out or something. I am meeting her husband as well, so thank God I at least did that. But it's like, but yeah, there's nothing like getting off 4 flights and you're being filmed. And then when my luggage didn't come through, Allison's just like, you know what? Let's just do a live. I'm like, sure. I'll just put some chapstick on first, just to freshen up.
Yeah, have you guys known Karen hasn't done her own live?
No, I haven't done it by myself. No.
That amazes me. She has all of us doing these lives.
I know.
And she hasn't gone solo.
I know.
I think it's going to happen soon. I reckon it's going to happen.
Oh
She'll
God,
surprise
I'll
us.
just be exposed as not being able to like carry it.
And talking about people going and doing lives by themselves, we've got someone coming on soon, Susan. I think a lot of people, I don't know if a lot of people know Susan High Country Homestead Australia, but Susan just recently started doing lives by herself and she's finding her way. And of course she had the same kind of feeling at the start, like, oh, I don't know, I don't really want to do this. And at first she did the faceless one, so she would show her backyard, not showing herself, and then eventually she started showing herself.
Yes.
So it takes a little while, step by step.
Takes a little while.
Yeah.
So Rhonda, I have got pegged on my to watch your interview with Evie. So I can see Evie's here.
Yeah,
and sorry guys, I can't say hello in the chat because I can't do that. But how did that go, Rhonda? I was so excited to see that because just, like a couple of weeks ago, and you obviously heard as well. And I heard Evie say, I've never been interviewed before. So what motivated you to organize that?
Well, I had thought about, I have a list of people that I'd like to interview, and she said that on Friday, so I called her like on Monday and said,
called her on it. Yeah.
Yeah. And she said, sure. And then, so we set up a time for the next day and we did it. And,
Nice.
I use my Zoom and it's live, but it's not, like this with the chat.
A pre-recorded interview.
Right.
Hey, is what you
It's
did.
live between us. And then
Yes.
there's no editing. So I just went ahead and uploaded it on, I think last week on Tuesday. And it was really good. I really like interviewing. Really like
Yeah.
it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
And
Rob,
did-
do you want to put the link to the chat or to that live or that video in the chat, or maybe Evie, because I know Evie's in the chat. Maybe she can put it in the comments.
Dora, do you want me to take myself out so that I can you could let somebody else in?
Yeah,
Sure.
I can do the same. But
if you want to, you can, because we
I
can
can
come back
put
in the game.
my channel.
Now, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
there we
no,
are.
Susan.
So, guys, we have Susan from High Country Homestead.
Hi,
fellow
Susan. Nice to meet you.
Hello.
Not everyone
hello.
knows you, Susan. I'm surprised not everyone knows you, but if everyone doesn't know you, I think you should introduce yourself first.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm Susan from High Country Homestead. I live in the Alpine region of Victoria, Australia, and it's spring here, and I sort of do semi-homesteading type stuff. What would you call it, Dora? Cinematic homesteading.
That's
Yes.
pretty much what it is. Cinematic.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Well, at least the cinematic mode is turned on.
Yeah, today.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I've just got to say, there's a body behind you.
Oh, yeah. That's a Victorian dressmaker's mannequin.
Right.
Because, I do like my old stuff. I like history and if I see old stuff, I tend to gravitate towards it. And hence that.
Now, what wig are we
good
wearing
at
here? Because I've got to say, this wig looks very, very, it looks natural. Like this is actually like your real hair.
Is it not
Yeah,
your
well,
real hair, actually?
Last
Yeah.
week,
It's not.
when I was on with my purple version of this, I do like them to look a little bit realistic, because occasionally I will actually go out into the world wearing my wig, just for a bit of fun.
Yeah.
And they've got to
So
look
Susan
half
actually
decent,
does
but-
this. She actually wears her wig out.
Oh yeah,
I
I've been known to, especially if I'm having a bad
It's really
head day.
nice. It
But,
looks really nice.
But back
Wow.
in the day when I was in my 20s and 30s, I was a bit of a goth, and I've still got all the goth clothes because I can't bear to part with them, even though I probably can't fit into them anymore. But this was part of my goth
Yeah.
attire, So this was a very well-worn wig a decade or two ago.
Do you know what? It looks like a proper wig.
It does.
You know what I mean? It looks. So is it something?
Yeah,
is it?
I know.
you know what I mean?
It was just an eBay cheapie. But I did
Okay.
a lot of research. Like there was a lot of eBay cheapies to choose from, and I just try and make sure that I get ones that are realistic looking.
Wow.
And do you
It looks
style
great.
it as well?
Do you style it?
Sorry, what was that?
Do you style it and like curl it and everything, or did it come like that?
No, it came like that. Oh God, no, I can't style my own hair, let alone a wig.
So Susan said to us last week, so Susan joined the end of my live last week when we started this wig venture with a beautiful kind of purpley one. It was beautiful, actually, just like this, but just purple. And she was saying she has heads, you know, like mannequin heads, and she has her wigs on it. So she's like a wigosaur. I don't know. How do you say wig? You have lots of wigs.
Wigosaurus.
Wigosaurus.
Yeah. Wig aficionado.
Yeah,
Susan's
into this.
We've got these stores in Australia called Spotlight, and I don't know, maybe it's a bit like your Hobby Lobby or something over there where you can buy like materials and craft things, and you can get these foam heads for putting wigs and hats on, and they're only like, well, you know, the last time I bought one, they were probably about $4 or $5, and that was a few years ago. And I was in Spotlight and they had them there, and I thought, yeah, I'll get a few of them. So I bought 3 or 4, and they're lined up in the top of my walk-in robe with all the wigs on there.
How many do you have?
So that way they don't get all messy, you see.
How many do you have though?
4 or 5.
Yeah, right. Wow.
Yeah, so I've got this one. I've got the purple one that you saw last week. I've got a blonde bob that I used in my photo for a license that, you know, my gun license photo. I needed to update my license, and I was having a bad hair day, and I thought, what the hell? So I popped on the blonde bob for that one. And then
not looking like Bonnie from Bonnie and Clyde at all.
No, not at all. Not at all, no. And I've got a black and red one. It's black with all these bright red streaks going through it. So I've got a few. You know, if you're going to do it, you may as well do it properly and have a variety.
Yeah.
I want to get a blue one.
So Debbie Soon saying she wants to see the blonde one on you next time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that, Debbie Sue. Yeah, for sure. Yep.
Oh, and the black and red one. So Debbie Sue sounds like she wants to see all of these. Debbie Sue, you're next too.
We'll just have to do
in the
more.
New Year, Debbie Sue's got to put a wig on.
Yeah.
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 Definitely.
All right. Blonde one next time, Debbie Sue. Promise.
There you go. Excellent. Cool. So last week you had a really good story to tell us, Susan. So this week, have you got another local or international venture story that you'd like to share? We know you've got lots of them. We know you do.
Yeah, but you wanted like weird disasters and things, didn't you?
No, not necessarily.
Not necessarily, because I've been trying to think of something else that was sort of semi-funny, and I haven't been thinking of like normal stories. Give me a minute. Let me go.
It's hard. You don't have to beat the one where you were in a single engine plane and the pilot turned it off to show off.
It's good because
you don't
after I got off
that
that
one.
live, I thought, oh my God, what am I going to talk about next time? I've used my one story.
I know. You didn't keep your powder dry.
Well, that's my segue, guys. That's my segue into telling you my wig venture, guys. Coming from Susan's last week where she was in a plane that the engine turned off, I want to tell you my local venture, okay? So one of my friends, I mean, on Facebook, you hear lots of different things. Like, you know, you see lots of different comments, right? So on Facebook, I saw this comment that said, does anyone want to go up in a plane with me? I've got my license and I need to get my, just get my hours up. I went, I'm up for that. Who wants to go on a plane? Yeah, I'm up for that. So this is what I told my friends.
Yeah, and you're saying to tell all your mates, I'll help them get their hours up too.
Yeah. Now we're talking a little plane. I don't know much about planes, but I think it's single, like just a little one, a little.
Oh
That only
God,
two
like the
people
one
can
I
sit in.
was up in. Yeah, it sounds like
but
fun
only
already.
two people can sit in it. So they've got the driver at the front.
Oh.
What do you call a driver? And then one at the back.
The
And
pilot. It's a
yeah,
pilot.
that's it, pilot. That's it. But we're no Tom Cruise. Okay, it's not a Tom Cruise setup, guys. It's one of these old little planes. So she has her license. She's a hobby. This is not her full-time gig, but she has her like flight license. And to do that, every year you have to have a number of hours in your bank to be able to fly. So she needs to keep up her hours. So she said, I've got my license, I'm safe. I just need, if you want to come up with me, it's better to have someone in there with me talking to me. I'm happy to talk to you. I'm sure I can, give you a bit of conversation. So anyway, I met her at the airfield at Caboolture, so like about half an hour away from where I live. And she's like, okay, we're just going to go up in this thing. I went, okay, cool, let's go. She's like, where would you like to go? So obviously, guys, I like to do my hiking. And about an hour away from where I live is a place called the Glasshouse Mountains. And it's beautiful, big mountains. They used to be volcanic back in the day, like 200 million years ago. Now we just have these massive mountains. So I hike all over them. It's a beautiful place. I said, could we go fly over the Glasshouse Mountains? Because, how cool would that be to fly over the mountains that I hike? This is just like a dream adventure for me, right? Except I'm in a plane, a very little plane. So anyway, I've got no fear. I'm like, yeah, let's do this. She's like, yeah, no problem. So we get up and she's like, there wasn't any much safety kind of thing. Like, we had our little, our seatbelts on and stuff like that. We have a little thing that we can talk to each other. And she's confident. So I'm not scared, right? I'm just like living my best life going, yeah, we're just about to go over the mountains. So we're going up and you go up and you can see the Bruce Highway, which is the main highway going up to the Sunshine Coast. And I'm like, wow, this would be the drive. I'd be driving up to the to the mountains when I go hiking. And I'm flying over the top of it. I'm like, wow, look at this. Look at me, Mum. Woohoo. I didn't tell Mum I did this, mind you. She finds out about it after I do these crazy things. So anyway, she goes, okay, I think there's a little bit of wind. There's a bit of turbulence happening. Nothing major. Like I wasn't worried. And she's like, I think it's a little bit too windy. Like she said, sometimes around these mountains, because, just the airflow can be a little bit, I don't know the proper words for this, guys, but, the draft or something, the air pull or something like that, something dangerous, right?
Cheers.
Yes. So we won't go that way. I went, hey, that's fine, no problem. She goes, how about we do this? How about we go down Bribie Island? So there's an island where I live nearby, and there's like a big, long surf beach, and it's just absolutely fantastic. You can go four-wheel driving on it. She's like, how about we go fly down that, and then we fly back up the beach? I'm like, yeah, even better. Like, beaches, I love beaches, right? I'm like, yes, okay, let's do this. So anyway, we're flying along. We go down the end of the beach, and we're flying up along the beach, and like you look down, you can see all the four-wheel drivers driving down the beach. It's a magical day. Anyway, she's on you, like you can hear like the two-way radio to the control towers, and you can hear them saying, so and so's about to land. You can hear all that chatter going in the background. Not concerned. She's having a bit of a chat to them, saying, yeah, this is where I'm at, blah, blah, blah. And we had about another half an hour to go. And I'm loving it. This is amazing. I've got my camera out the window filming it all and having a chat and thinking I'm Tom Cruise. And anyway, then she's like, it's starting to get a little bit blowy a little bit. And we're in little planes, so it's, maybe she can feel it a lot more than I can. Maybe I'm a little bit distracted taking videos. And she's like, you know what? And she's talking to the control saying, I'm going to cut in. I'm coming down. I'm like, I don't know what that means, cutting in. But anyway, I'm just holding on to my hair and just, having a look around. But she's like talking to the people, and they're like, okay, all right, yep, you're clear to come. And she's like, I'm sorry, I cut someone off, but, I just need to come down. I'm like, okay, righto. So I just thought, okay, maybe I should shut up now. Like, I'll just shut up. She seems like she's a little bit stressed. So anyway, we're starting to come down, and she's like, oh, shit, I forgot to put the, I think it's a rudder. I don't know, the flaps or something down. And I'm like, what? I'm like,
is that bad?
Yeah, because she's saying it on the radio, like, oh, I haven't done this. Oh. She's just like, it was just all like a matter of a couple of seconds. It was just like, oh, I haven't done this. I'm just like, what? fuck, I don't know. Anyway, we land, and it was not exactly the softest landing, but it wasn't bad. But we landed, and she's like, oh, thank God. And I'm like, what's happened? She goes, I made a really bad mistake. When you're coming down, you've got to put I think something about landing. I don't know. I didn't take much notice.
Rudder.
Well, you need your landing gear, which clearly you had, and you need your flaps as well.
That's it, the flaps. It was the flaps.
Yeah.
She hadn't put the flaps or something, so it makes it for an easier run down. So, and so she didn't. So apparently that's really dangerous, right? So I don't know how we landed, but we landed. But apparently when we were up, she just got a bit of anxiety. I didn't know this, but she just started getting a bit of anxiety when we were up there. We were starting to like move around a little bit more than she was comfortable with. So she just wanted to cut in and go down. So apparently cutting in means that you got in front of someone else that was ready to land. So you had to tell people, hey, I'm cutting in, I'm going in. So apparently that's a big no-no in aviation. But obviously she told them, so get out of my way, I'm going down. So, it was a bit stressful at that last couple of seconds. But until then, I was living my best life. But, it was a bit stressful when we landed. I was like, okay, I don't know what's going to happen here. Shit, okay. So that's my local story.
Why did she put the message out for people to go with her in the plane? Did you say that?
I think she just wanted, I think she just wanted someone, see if anyone wanted to go up there with her. Like, she does a lot by herself. I'd seen videos, I'd seen footage of her doing it by herself. But
and I can understand the turbulence. I mean, even, I think the turbulence as a beginner pilot would be a bit disconcerting. So, I can understand someone being anxious. She
wasn't really a beginner either. She'd had her license for about 5 years. So I had done a little bit of due diligence. Like, she wasn't, just got it out of a Kellogg's,
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah. So I knew she had the hours up. It's just to can maintain every year. You have to do a amount of hours. I don't know what it is.
Hours. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you did say that earlier. I'd forgotten. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, that was my segue. When you said that story last week, Susan, I went, right, I've got my next story, because that was it was pretty exciting but scary.
My next story.
Okay, go for it.
I'm going to run with it, because even though my phone's on the charger, it's losing power faster than it's taking it in. So before my phone runs out, I'm going to tell you this story.
Okay.
So last week we had the plane story with my cousin, Mark. This also involves my cousin, same cousin. And I think I mentioned last time I was staying with him and his family. And all my relatives in England, at least all the males, seem to be fairly, what's the word I'm after? Seasoned drinkers, right?
Yeah.
And so...
Good at it.
Yeah. Anyway, so one evening, my auntie and uncle, who were probably in their 50s or 60s at the time, they decided they were going to have a night in. And so they sent me with my cousin, Mark, and the same people that were on the plane when we went over to the Isle of Man, and also Mark's brother, older brother. And they decided we were going to go and visit a pub, as you do. And of course, it wasn't
when
just
you like
any
drinking,
It wasn't like a pub just down the road. This was a pub that was some remote thing, like a bothy somewhere in the middle of the moorlands. It was in the middle of nowhere, like this pub, lovely pub, what I can remember of it, and like nothing for miles except for just mountains and moorlands.
Just the essentials, right? If you're going to come across a watering hole.
Real spooky stuff. I mean, it was real Jamaica Inn type vibes. And anyway, so it was just starting to get dark as we arrived there. And we went in and we all decided that, because there was a fair number of us, there was probably about eight or nine, and we thought what we'll do is we'll each buy one round and play pool, and then we'll go home, as you do through the moorlands when you was pissed as newts. Now, so we all remember the first round. So we all had our first round. And then the second round, we were encouraged to buy this thing called Norman's Conquest, which was a local brew and very strong. So we remember the second round being bought. And we were all playing pool, and we were drinking our Norman's Conquest. And then it was morning, and we were all back at home, at Mark's home, right?
Yep.
None of us remember finishing that second round.
Ooh.
None of us remember leaving the pub. None of us remember the drive home. Now, if it ended there, that would be great. But
Okay.
it didn't. Because in the front garden of my uncle and auntie's house were 3 massive, like 100-year-old oak trees. And they were sort of planted fairly close together. And the vehicle that we had gone in was in the middle of them. Now, there was a tree touching, and this was a 2-door vehicle, okay? So there was an oak tree touching the passenger side door of the vehicle. There was a big oak tree touching the door, the driver's side door.
Oh.
And then there was a big oak tree behind where the hatch is.
What?
And in front was a building, was the house. Okay. Now, none of us can remember even getting back, but this has got some serious sort of vibes to it, because we don't even know how we got out of the vehicle, because there was a tree blocking each exit to the car, you know, door and hatch. The car was completely unmarked. There wasn't a dent or scratch on this thing. And we tried, that car sat there for about a week, and numerous people tried to get it out. And
Is this the car
end,
that you guys came back in?
Yes. Yeah. And
It's like
in the end,
did you pick
after
it
about
up?
a week, sorry?
Do you reckon someone's picked it up and moved it there? Is it
No,
small?
but the trees, these were 100-year-old oak trees.
No, but
There
like,
wasn't enough. There wasn't
Really?
enough angle room to get in. I don't know how we did it. No one knows how we did it.
No.
But after about a week of everyone in the district coming to have a look at this car and attempting their version of getting it out, they actually had to get a tree fella in to drop one of the oaks.
oh wow.
And like to this day, none of us who went on that trip to the pub have recalled a single memory from after we bought Norman's Conquest and we
Wow.
started drinking it, and then we just woke up in the morning back at the house. I don't remember if we had hangovers or not. We probably did. But yeah, the car we went in was stuck in between these 100-year-old oak trees, and the only way we could get the car out was to chop down a tree. And I mean, I don't know how we got out of the car. Maybe there was a sunroof. I don't remember that. Maybe there was. But yeah, so that's sort of like my next story, and it's a bit of an interesting one.
Wow.
Would you say
So
that you
did
you would you say that you were successful with Norman's Conquest?
Look, Jordon, we lived through it. we survived. And,
Wow.
you know, given everything that went on, and I don't know what went on, none of us do, but clearly it was something very interesting. I think survival was a great start. You know, it's a bit like the plane.
When people
you
like,
know.
if you
I often wonder whether they still even make
guys
Norman's
took the car
Conquest,
home,
but I mean that's a story that the people of the district over there still talk about. You know,
Wow.
I don't know how we got the car in. The car was
Wow.
wider than the gap
did
between
you
the
guys
trees.
come
It
back
makes
in the car?
absolutely no sense.
Yeah. Did
Yeah.
you guys come back in the car? Do
She
you
doesn't
know for
know.
sure?
No one
Must have
knows.
done, because we went in the car and it was there
And
in
it
the
turned
morning.
back.
Yeah.
Wow. Now
So
this would be
that
back
that was my cousin's car, and we left in my cousin's car.
So this is
And
back before video footage, right?
Oh yeah, well
Yeah.
and truly.
Wow, that's scary, but I mean it's funny, but it's scary.
Oh
And
yeah, it's
wow,
it's
very
really interesting.
voodoo.
I don't no one can figure out how it was done.
Wow.
I mean, it was almost as though it'd been dropped in from the top, but of course the trees have a canopy, so that wouldn't have happened either. I
No.
mean, it's just there's no explanation for that one.
No.
That's scary. Wow.
So if ever you
Wow.
go to England, the north
Don't
of
have-
England in Yorkshire, look for Norman's Conquest, but treat it with care.
Wow. What is the drink? What is it? Do you know?
It was a beer, I think. I mean, I know my cousins also drink a lot of Guinness, which I don't. So I don't think it was a Guinness, but maybe it was.
Wow. Okay.
But I do remember the name. I remember the name of it. So, but I just don't know if it was a beer or a Guinness.
Wow. Okay. That is very weird. I just had this vibe of picking, like, 'cause you can pick cars up. Like there was one time in New Zealand, they had those little go-go mobiles. We picked it up and turned it around. So, you know, you can move cars, but that sounds like it's literally impossible to box it in. It was boxed in.
Yeah, I mean this was it was a two-door car, but it was reasonably big because we all managed to cram into this thing.
Wow.
Admittedly, the other girl was sitting on someone's lap, but we all got in there.
How many years ago was this?
Sorry?
How many years ago was this?
Early 2000s, I'd say.
Okay. Right. Well, you survived. That's the main thing. You're here to tell the story. I mean, that's pretty funny. Pretty funny and pretty silly, but at the same time, seriously, wow, interesting.
Yeah, and I mean,
Definitely.
there's no explanation for how we got the car parked where it was parked.
Wow.
I think that's the most intriguing aspect of the story for everyone.
Mm.
Wow. Okay. That's awesome. Well, is there anyone else in the chat that has a wig that would like to come up and say hello with their wig? Because come on, we all did it. Come on. There has to be someone else in there. I know there was Sally, but I think Sally's not been well this week. Evie, I know Evie was trying to get a wig, but she couldn't. I was saying put a towel over your head or a scarf. Mike has just come back from work. He was supposed to join us, but he had to go to work. Damn work, I don't know. But
yeah,
look, I really appreciate everyone joining on today. I really think it's really nice for us to all have a bit of a chat, get to know different personalities. Because, like, you know, like Rhonda was saying, like with Rhonda's channel, like it's very serious topics, but it's when she does live, you get to see her real personality. And now we get to see her now that she loves wearing wigs. You know, it brings out another side of people, right? And I think now we know Susan. Susan obviously loves and is obsessed with wigs. She has wig hats, you know, heads everywhere.
Wigs for
And
days.
maybe Karen might start buying more wigs. You never know, and she might start doing wig lives by herself. Who knows?
Yeah. Anything.
Might start, wanting to wear the wig out somewhere. Maybe you'll wear this to, to Africa. But actually, Susan,
Just so you can keep even warmer while you're there, Jordon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, good. Susan, before you came on, I was saying to everyone, maybe individually we can all go out wearing our wigs today or tomorrow and do a little filming. And, then we could do like a long form video of like, Dora's Adventures wearing my wig, Rhonda's wearing her wig, Jordon wearing the wig, and see what happened to him. Hopefully he doesn't get bashed up. Karen, I can imagine Karen. Can you imagine Karen walking around? You were in Wellington, right?
Well,
Yes.
you don't
Yes.
just mean like outside, do you? You mean in
No,
public,
I mean
yeah?
in public.
Yes.
I mean, not Susan.
Oh,
That's okay. You know what? That's okay because
You
really
see,
no one cares. They're
everyone
just all
in
thinking about
town's used to
themselves.
seeing me in a wig, so they wouldn't know the difference.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true. Yeah. But I'm up for it. Do you reckon I'd get me looks? Does this look? I don't think it looks real, does it?
No.
No. Okay. Well, it was worth a try. I might get. Hey, I might actually get some money. It might be a way of earning money on my trips.
Yep.
Maybe then I'd get picked up.
Put it away for Dallas next year, even maybe.
It's a
Come
way of
on, it's
getting
a whole
Dallas.
12 months away. You can do it. You can do it, Dora.
Yeah, maybe.
Because where is your next trip that you're going on shortly? Where are you going to?
Oh,
Have you got one
actually,
planned?
well, Bali. Bali's my
Yeah,
next
Bali, I
one.
thought it was
I'm with
Bali.
Jazz and my Paul. I don't know where Paul is. Paul was supposed to come visit us too with a wig.
Is
So I think
Jazz, is she going to be in Bali? No.
No, she's going to visit Nicola in Malaysia. Nicola's Recipes or Nicola's Adventures now. Do you know Nicola?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So she was going to meet her in Malaysia, and Paul said, "Hey, how about you come to Bali?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll come to Bali. I haven't been for years." And they said, "Hey, how about Jazz and Nicola come along too? Because I'd love to meet them also." So now we've just invited ourselves along to Paul's holiday, basically.
Okay.
And Paul's up for it. Paul's completely up for it.
Paul
So-
looks like he would be up for a party.
Yeah, I think he's
Yeah.
up for a party. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he probably doesn't. He's a bit worried, but at the same time, I think he's just going to go with the flow.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure that's going to really help make his holiday. Actually, are you guys going to be there the whole time he's there, or?
I haven't booked flights yet. He's there for 10 days.
Yeah.
So not completely sure. So I'm actually planning to take Jazz and Nicola to where my mum lives in Sumatra. So Bali
wow.
is a little island, obviously a long way from Sumatra. Sumatra is the biggest island of Indonesia. So that's where my mum is from and where she's got a house. So my mum is planning to be there when we're in Bali. So I thought, well, you know what? I know Jazz is really up for authentic holidays. Bali is an amazing place to visit, but it's not really authentic Indonesia. Sorry, if people are watching this that have been to Bali. It's not really authentic. It's not like
Shock.
It's like Tulum in Mexico. It's like very ritzy and fun. There's other places you can go around Bali, but Bali itself is, it's very modernized and very touristy. So yeah, I thought Jazz would love to do that. So anyway, Jazz is up for that, but she's at the moment she's in her hometown in Africa at the moment. She's stuff she's dealing with. So she'll be going home very soon. So as soon as she's home, we'll actually book the flights and plan that. So yeah, stay tuned for that one.
Nice.
Yeah. So, but then actually, I'm planning to go to Africa at the end of the year. So I was hoping that I'd tee it up to meet Jordon, because imagine if I met Jordon in Africa. That would be so cool. So who knows what's going to happen with that, Jordon? You never know. You might end up staying in Africa longer than you planned.
And I mean, I could always flip back around and go visit. I mean, I don't really have too many hard plans.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Well, who knows? That would be.
Are you in Africa at the moment, Jordon?
Nope, I'm in Florida right now.
Yes.
Jordon, tell your story about how you're planning to do next year. Karen didn't hear that. Maybe the rest
Oh, I
of the
did
people
hear
don't
that. All your big trip. I did all your countries.
No, so he's planning to go to do a woofer experience. Have you ever heard of woofer?
I think I might have heard a little bit of that, but I did hear the woofer, but I'm not quite sure what woofer is.
Jordan, do you want to explain?
Worldwide opportunities on organic farms.
Okay.
It allows me to, you work somewhere between like 25 and 30 hours on some farm, and they give you a place to stay and
Right.
food to eat.
Great. Perfect.
Hey, Susan, how about inviting
Yeah.
Jordan? Jordan,
Yeah.
wouldn't you like an experience in Highlands of Victoria?
Yeah,
I'd
if
be
you
interested.
like.
Long way to go.
I have had woofers here once,
There you go.
a little while ago, but I wasn't sure that I had the best accommodation, so I haven't opened the place up to woofing. But a lot of my friends have done woofing on other farms, and they've had a great time doing it.
Well, I reckon that you guys need to connect. I'm going to invite you by email. I'll connect you by emails. You never know, because I know Jordan would. I reckon Jordan, you'd love to come to Australia, wouldn't you?
I do want to come to Australia.
It's such an awesome country.
And he's young and he's fit. You could have, another guy on your land.
Woohoo!
I could definitely help out.
Yeah,
Oh, thank you.
I reckon
Well,
that'd be
There's,
amazing.
there's no machinery here either, Jordan. Everything's done by hand.
Not worried.
Until I get that tractor, at least.
So Susan, Jordan, when I
Yeah.
first met Jordan's channel was called Homestead Made Easy. So he
Yeah, I
actually
think
inspires to want to be a homesteader.
I was subscribed to that channel before
Okay.
he changed the name and everything. So
Okay, right. Okay. So I reckon, Jordan, I think this would be right up your alley. I'll introduce you in the emails, and then you guys can have a chat.
Sounds
All
good.
right.
Thanks.
Nice.
yes,
'Cause I mean,
indeed,
imagine
thank
that.
you.
Then we get Jordan in Australia. Imagine that. Wow.
Then we could do some really interesting YouTube videos.
Jordan's like, oh no.
I'm game. It is what it is.
Back to the Future.
yeah, well, that's right.
I reckon it would definitely inspire you to definitely get that farm that you want sooner at home, Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it would.
So Susan, how are we going with the calves? How's
Oh.
calf watch?
All right, just before you guys start that,
Wonderful.
I will nip
You gotta
away.
Okay,
All right.
all right. Excellent.
All right, see
Excellent
you beautiful
Tara.
people.
Thank you for the
See you,
hair.
Jordan. See you,
We loved
Susan.
it.
Bye,
See you,
Karen.
Dora.
Bye.
Bye,
Thank
everyone in
you.
the chat. Bye.
Thanks,
Bye.
Jordan.
Bye, Karen.
Love
see
you,
you,
love
Rhonda.
you.
Thanks. I think Rhonda's gone anyway, but it's nice to meet Rhonda in the chat.
Okay, so
Okay,
the
so
question
how are we
was
going with
about the calves, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so when was it? Thursday last week, Thunderhoof, who is like, she's massive now, like she's seriously big. And I swear she was in labor, like her vulva had swollen up and there was mucus coming out the back end. All the signs were there. And I thought, yep, we're on. It's happening. And last year, her calf was so big, she couldn't birth it naturally. So we had to pull it. And by the time we did that, she'd been struggling for so long that the calf was stillborn. Hello, this is Fudge, by the way. Fudge is trying to disconnect my phone from the charger, so I just had to move it.
Okay.
So she was showing all the signs, and I sat with her for about 3 or 4 hours, and then she stood up and started grazing, and I thought, because sometimes they can stop and start a little bit, especially in the early stages. So I thought, that's disappointing, but okay, fair enough. And that was Thursday, and then Friday there still wasn't a calf, and Saturday there's still not a calf, and there's still not a calf this morning. And I'm just getting a bit worried because I've even put her in a paddock where there's almost no feed, because the last sort of 2 months gestation is when they put on the bulk of their growth, the calves. And I'm trying to make sure this calf doesn't get too big. Well, Thunderhoof is certainly getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And like the other day, her vulva was all swollen, like I said. Not now. That's gone. Her udders, which were huge and bright pink, they're still huge, but they're not bright pink anymore. And she's just eating, and I'm thinking, oh God. So I'm really hoping that she goes soon, because the size of her is getting really alarming.
Wow.
And like last time, we had to put her in my milk stanchion to try and contain her while we pulled the calf. And it was a homemade milk stanchion, so it was all made out of timber and whatnot. Well, she smashed it to bits.
Oh.
I haven't used it. I don't need to use it really with the milk cow, so I didn't really get around to repairing it. And I'm thinking, if we need to pull it again, I don't actually have any way to contain her this time.
Ooh. Wow.
So that's where we're at. I'm just watching her every day and hoping that she'll start doing something profound soon.
Wow. So you've had 2 calves so far this season?
Yeah.
We've got Clover and Domino?
Yeah. So a boy and a girl.
Okay. And how many more calves are planned? You've got one from
Thunderhoof will definitely be next.
Yep. And then how many more?
The other 3 that are in calf are definitely putting on some weight. But I mean, their udders haven't even got to the stage where they're starting to sort of bag up yet. So I think, sorry, it's one of the clocks. All the clocks are going to start striking now. I'd say that the other 3 are probably going to be like another 2 or 3 weeks away. But if not longer, but Thunderhoof really needs to go soon. Because if she doesn't, we're going to be in some big strife, I reckon.
Wow. Okay. Hey, so while we've got 2 people left on screen, if you've got time, I've got a couple of questions. It's this or that. Okay. So Jordon, I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
Mountains or oceans?
Ocean.
Okay. Susan, sunrise or sunset?
Sunset.
Okay. Jordon, backpacking or luxury?
Luxury.
Okay. Susan, get lost on purpose or follow a map?
Follow a map.
Really? I thought you'd say get lost, to be honest.
You said get lost on purpose.
Yeah.
I don't need to do it on purpose to get lost. Okay.
You need the map.
It's all in the wording. It's all in the wording.
Right. Okay. You're very literal, I guess. Yep. Okay, Jordon.
I mean, look, I'm a Taurian too, so people who are Taurians don't tend to be that spontaneous. I like try to plan things to the nth degree, you know.
Well, see, I'm a Taurus and I don't plan shit.
Oh, well, obviously your North Node isn't in, what's my North Node in? My North Node is in Pisces. So I'm a planner. Okay. I'm a list maker. Right. And yeah. Right. I need a map.
Okay. All right. Jordon, zip lining or kayaking?
That's a good one. I'd probably go kayaking.
Okay.
Kayak, yeah.
Right. Okay. Not a zip line fan? Anyone? No.
No, not really. I've done it, but yeah, no.
Okay.
I think you get more of an experience with kayaking. You're closer to nature. You get to see it longer and more.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Susan.
Yeah.
Take a random road or take a random flight.
Probably. Oh, that's a difficult one. You see, my car, I've got to be very careful with my car. If I go down a random road, I mightn't get out. But if I had money, which I don't, if I had money, random flight for sure. Okay. But as I don't, random road.
Okay. Jordon, train or cruise?
Ooh.
I've never been on a cruise, and I'd kind of like to go on a cruise.
Okay, Chris.
Yeah.
Susan,
At least one.
bike ride or walk?
Walk.
Okay.
I
Don't like
love
bike riding?
walking. I can hike for days and days and days.
Oh, I
And
can't
when
wait
I
to go hiking with you one day.
when I lived and worked in the city, I used to walk to and from work, and it was 9.4K each way.
Wow.
And I'd leave home at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'd walk to work, have a shower, get into my work clothes, and then at the end of my work day, I'd get changed and walk back home. And I did that every day, twice a day for years. I love walking.
Wow. Okay. That's crazy. Okay. Jordon, when was the last time you rode a bike? Bicycle.
It probably hasn't been that long. Probably a couple years.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's been after COVID time. So in the last 5 years.
Okay.
I can't ride a bike.
All right. So we've got a few people in the chat. I'll ask you guys, plus I'll ask the chat. If you woke up anywhere in the world tomorrow, no planning, where would you like to be? Love people in the chat to say, ask the question. I answer that question too. So if you woke up tomorrow, anywhere, forget about money. Money's not, money doesn't matter about money. Okay. Where would you like to be tomorrow morning if you could possibly wake up tomorrow morning somewhere? Okay. Debbie Sue's got Italy. Jordan.
Probably say Japan. I think that'd be I really want to go to experience that culture.
Okay.
Japan would be lovely. I've not been to Japan, and it's on my list of places that I would really like to go to.
Okay. So,
but if I was going to wake up anywhere tomorrow, I would probably say Alaska.
Alaska.
If I was going to wake up in December, then I'd go Germany or Austria, because I want to go to the Christmas markets.
Yeah, I'm with you there. That would be fun.
Yeah,
that would be really
but
fun.
If I woke up there tomorrow, the markets wouldn't have started yet. So Alaska, I'll say.
Alaska. Okay, I'm going somewhere warm. I'm just picking one out of my head. The Seychelles Islands. Has anyone seen the Seychelles Islands? They've got the really beautiful rocks by the water. It's very nature-like. Nice. And they've got the giant tortoises. Nice. They've got the giant tortoises, like are 100 years old, walking along the beach.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, that's what I say. So Mike's he'd like to go to Europe or Australia. Okay.
Oh, come to Australia, Mike. Then you can visit.
There you go, Mike. And actually, Mike's a Sparky. He could fix things on the farm. Mike.
Yeah. I think my electrics are pretty good, although I do have a fountain that it would be nice to get it connected to electricity without me running an extension lead.
There you go. Okay. Well, guys, that's all the questions I'm going to ask today. I think that was fun, guys. I really appreciate you guys jumping on. I think that was... Did you enjoy that, Jordon?
Yeah, I've had a lot of fun. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, no, of course we had to invite you. I knew you'd be up for it.
It was lovely actually being able to interact with you rather than on a chat.
Yeah,
or by leaving a comment.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Because, sometimes in the chat, it's hard to, and it gets lost a bit in communication sometimes when you're in the chat too, right? Yeah. So it's nice to, be able to talk to different people. And so, Jordon, you didn't probably know Rhonda. And you probably, had you met Karen before? You met Heather before in the chat before, haven't you?
Yeah.
Heather's Backyard?
Yeah, I think so. I think I've seen a lot of them in the chat.
Okay.
I don't know his chat when I'm there, and I'll read them, but I don't say too much.
I know. Yeah. Well, that was a good opportunity for you to chat, and for them to meet you too.
Yeah, it would have been.
Yeah, and you can see Susan just loves a chat.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, you see, the thing is, says I, as I start off again, I don't see that many people that often because I live fairly remotely, and I don't leave the property that often because I don't need to leave the property. I can't see the point in going for no particular reason. I've got to have a purpose. And so when I do talk to people, it's like, because I haven't spoken to a real live person for like weeks or months sometimes, apart from my daughter. I mean, other people, you know.
She doesn't count. She's, yeah. Are you on the phone a lot to your
She
friends?
counts, but yeah, you get some different conversations with different people.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Are you on the phone a lot to your friends since, like, you know, you are so remote?
No.
No?
No, well, I tend to have my phone switched off most of the time.
This is true.
I'm not one of these people that's like constantly scrolling on a phone.
No. Well, you're busy. You've got things to do.
Yeah, and I mean, my phone is usually with me, but I keep it switched off. Now, if I need my phone, I can switch it back on if there's an emergency, make phone calls and yada, yada, yada. But I do have like a couple of times during the week that my friends know that on a particular day for a particular 2-hour window, my phone's going to be on. So if they want to call me, there's like a pre-scheduled time that they know I'm always going to have my phone on.
Right.
And a lot of my personal friends are connected with me through Messenger.
Okay.
And because my laptop is always on, I can always get messages through Messenger. And if I need to, I can think, yeah, there's a problem. I'll turn my phone on and make a call. But for the most part, you know, my phone is never on.
Right. So, Jordon, I like when you turn the light on, you can actually see your hair better.
Yeah.
It's blue, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. It's really cool, actually. Is it long? Like, can you spin around? Oh, wow. There's a fair bit of it. It is literally like a rag. I mean, like a mop, isn't it?
It is. And I think it is supposed to kind of like resemble like what a mop would be.
Yeah. It's actually really cool, actually. I like it. Where did you end up getting it from?
One of my neighbors, my mom's friend, let me borrow it.
Oh, perfect. Yay. That's great. That's perfect. I'm glad.
Thanks.
So I just had a thought then. I completely forgot about it. I lost it then. Obviously it didn't exist. Deborah said she'd like to go to Denmark if she could wake up tomorrow morning. So
yeah, I was just reading that. Oh, I don't need to answer her in the chat, do I? I can use my words.
You can use
Silly me. I've been trying to type an answer to Deb. So I was going to say, yeah, Denmark is an awesome place, and I really hope you get to go there one day, Deb. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, I think, yeah, it'd be lovely that you could go there. So,
yeah.
Jordan, have you met Deb? Deb Warwick is she's from Spring, Texas. She's she's not a creator. She's just always in the chat and says hello. Always up for a chat.
Is it getting cold there now, Deb? In Texas?
Yeah, what is the weather like in Texas? What's the weather like for you, Jordan, at the moment?
I think we're still, I think it's around like 75 degrees. That's Fahrenheit. I don't know what it is in Celsius.
Okay. Actually, I just remembered what I was thinking, guys. Okay, I've got to say it before I forget.
Okay.
Who would like to do YMCA? Come on, let's do a little dance. Come on. Who's up for it? I know Susan is.
I'll do it.
Okay, let's go, Jordan.
But if I stand up, I'll be out of frame. I'll have to do it sitting down.
Okay, you can do that.
That's what I was going to do, sitting down.
Okay, you can just sit down. I'll do it standing up. Okay, obviously we can't have the music because I'll get a copyright. So we're just going to sing it, okay?
Can we hum it?
Yeah, of course. I'll sing it, you hum it. And we do the actions, right? Okay, here we go. Your man. Is that the same song? Yeah, that's the same song.
Yeah.
YMCA. YMCA.
Oh dear. Oh no. YMCA.
That was awesome. Well, there you go.
People will be
people-
watching this thinking, what have we got ourselves into?
I know. And Rudy's in the chat at the moment. Rudy's
Hi,
got here
Rudy.
4:16 p.m. Central. So Rudy, sorry I couldn't let you on the screen just because we're doing a wig venture. So you have to have a wig to go on the screen and tell a story. And I know, Rudy, you have lots of stories to tell, but we need a wig today. So maybe next time, Rudy, you can come on with a wig, okay? So I think that's it, guys. Thank you very much for doing the dance at the end. Really nice to see you guys.
It was fun.
And Jordon, actually, I don't think we've actually met officially online, have we, Jordon?
I don't know if we have or not.
No, because I just feel like I've seen you before because I see your videos and I chat to you. I've got you on WhatsApp, so it felt very natural just meeting you.
Yeah, it
The
did.
weird thing on, and I'm itchy head. So yeah,
Yeah.
it was great that you came on. I was really. I mean, I speak to Susan all the time, so she doesn't exist. She doesn't. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right? No, she doesn't matter. But you know what I'm saying. But I mean, I feel like I know her already also because I see her online and we chat quite a lot. But for you, Jordon, it was very natural to meet you because I just feel like I've seen you before. I don't know how, but like in your videos, I guess. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to meet you and talk to you and have a bit of a conversation.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
Yeah. And maybe in the future we can do another live and you can tell us, because I think you've got a few different stories to tell. It'd be nice to tell them.
I probably
If you're
got a
up for
few.
that. Okay, cool. All right. Well, thanks, guys, in the chat. Thanks, Deb. Thanks, Mike. Sorry, Mike. Next time you'll have a wig. He had to get called into work. Debbie Sue, I know, is in the background. Rudy's there. Maddie's there. I don't know. I think Rhonda might be still in the background. But anyway, nice to meet you guys. See you
Bye,
guys.
Debbie, Sue.
Bye.
Bye, Rudy.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, George.